Excuses are the silent killers of potential. They don't shout, they sound reasonable. They sound like, I'm too busy. I don't have the resources. I don't have enough experience. The truth is that excuses are a negative person's best friend. Your future demands action, not justification. So today, I'm challenging you to stop making excuses and choose progress over complacency. So the comfort zone essentially makes the excuse, I'm not ready yet. But the truth in this section is that it's not that you are lacking readiness. The truth is you're afraid of being uncomfortable. And if you are going to progress towards your full potential, you need to move from being comfortable to uncomfortable. Because in that gap where uncomfortable exists, that's where your progress is. And progress can often feel uncomfortable. And because progress feels uncomfortable, we often make excuses saying, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, I need more time, I need to prepare a little bit more. And maybe you're getting ready to put together a presentation and you got to research and research and research. And you research so much that you never actually get started. So instead of waiting for that perfect time to get ready, just start. Take action right now. What is one small thing you can do today to start taking action towards the goal you have set? This excuse looks at the skills gap. Essentially, the excuse here is, I don't know how. So a lot of times when I meet new leaders, they think that they need to know everything there is to know about leadership from day one. And as I look back in my own career, I've been a leader for multiple decades. And the truth of the matter is, even today, I am still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still progressing. Leadership, like most topics in life, is a never-ending journey. You never stop learning. So today, I'm challenging you, whatever your goal is, to just take that first step. Don't worry about all the different chapters in the book. Just start with chapter 1. Just start. So if your goal is to become more knowledgeable on the topic, maybe you want to start reading books. Instead of thinking, okay, I got to read the entire book in a week, try reading maybe 30 minutes a day. And then the next day, read another 30 minutes. And before you know it, you will have completed that entire book. And then just repeat the process with the next book. Or if it's not a book, it might be a video. Whatever it is, just start and just keep progressing day by day by day. And those little steps will compound into the bigger steps that lead to your goal. This excuse looks at time management. The common excuse here is, I'm too busy. So think about people who make the excuse that, I'm not in shape because I just don't have time to work out. Or, I'd love to learn more about this topic, but I just don't have the time to study. I don't have the time to research. Those are all excuses. The fact of the matter is you have the time. You just need to prioritize your day. So instead of taking that time and, playing video games or watching, your favorite streaming service, put the time aside for what it is that really matters. Because at the end of the day, when you're doing the things that you shouldn't be doing, such as sitting on the couch, eating food that's not good for you, watching shows that, are not filling you and making you better, essentially what you're doing is you are staying stuck in that comfort zone. So remember, progress is moving towards that uncomfortable state where you're doing things that you would not normally do. So schedule the time to do the things that are going to lead you towards your goal. This excuse looks at the control factor. The main excuse here is, there's nothing I can do. The minute that you say that there's nothing you can do, essentially you are giving away your power and your control to the person or the circumstance. Every time you are making an excuse in this situation, you are rendering yourself powerless. You are making that decision. Someone is not making it for you. And I remember many times, even throughout my career, where I walked into a new department as a leader. And the easy excuse would have been, because I've walked into these circumstances, is that, I don't have the right people. I don't have the right resources. I don't have enough support. I've been set up to fail. All those excuses were facts. But even though they're facts and they're justifiable, they're still excuses. Because the minute that I blame the circumstance or someone else, I'm making an excuse and I'm giving my control and power away. So I have to take control back of the situation. And as Tony Robbins says, look at being resourceful versus just being stuck on the resources that are missing. This excuse looks at the art of humility. The common excuse here is, I already know everything. And the truth of the matter is, I don't care how long you have been doing something. Whether it's a leadership role, whether it's a specific trade, whether it's different things within the relationships, I don't care how long you've been doing it, you have never perfected it, and you never will. And that's where progress comes in. There is always an opportunity to progress. But the minute you say to yourself, I already know it all, then essentially you're giving yourself permission to stay stuck. Because when you're stuck, there's no reason to change. If you know it all, why change? So you need to give yourself permission to be humble, to show that art of humility. So here's the truth. In the decades that I've spent working in different organizations, especially as a leader, the number one most common sign that I'm aware of, that I've seen over and over again, where I can tell whether a person is going to be successful or whether they're going to fail, is summarized in one word, and that's excuses. When a person is going to fail every single time without fail, they make excuses. They talk about how they don't have the experience, they don't have the resources, they don't have the time, they're too busy, or maybe they know it all already, or this is the way it's always been done. Excuse, excuse, excuse. And the worst excuse of all is when you blame someone else or the circumstance. When you blame someone else or you blame the circumstance, essentially you're wiping your hands of that situation. You're giving away accountability and you're controlling your power and saying, well, it's not me. And if it's not you, then who are you looking at? You're looking to point the finger. And pointing the finger at someone else doesn't do you justice. Look in the mirror today and start by pointing the finger back at you. Because if you have the power and you have the control within yourself to change a situation, then guess what? Then and then only can you progress and move forward. So today it's very simple. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, wherever it is where you see potential, first and foremost, set a goal. Then make a decision. Don't research it over and over again. Just make a decision and start today. And take one step, one action. And then tomorrow, take another step, another action. And again, that progress will compound over time till eventually you achieve that goal. And when you achieve that goal, that will give you the confidence, because when you keep your commitments to yourself, that's when confidence builds. And as confidence builds, your momentum builds. Now you become more focused and you think, well, if I achieve that goal, what else can I achieve? So now you go for another goal, or more, maybe you go for a bigger goal. And you keep moving forward and you keep achieving. And that momentum, not only does it build your confidence, but it changes you. So today I challenge you to stop making excuses and start making progress. Start today.